afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ranger Suarez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He will lead this one off today. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Two-0 count, the pitch. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Throw over to the bag, runner back standing. Here comes the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Push to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. 1 ball, no strikes the count. VR on second. Anderson on at first with nobody out. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
pulled high in the air out to left field. Hazley has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 43, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here comes the 1-0.
2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0. Left center, base hit. VR is on his way home. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
In now, Jesus Aguilar, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Aguilar, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in the zone with a nice executed pitch.
Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 14 on the season. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So here's Matt Kemp now.
The right fielder.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
1-1 the count. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Kemp will turn and go to second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Jake Arrieta comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. At the plate, Miguel Rojas, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. He's got it, and that's the second out.
Batting ninth.
So striding forward now, Jordan Yamamoto, and the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. From the stretch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The men on third with two down. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the runner from third crosses the plate. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The center fielder, Jonathan Villar.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Yep, 1-2.
That misses. 1-2. Two out, base runner aboard in the top of the first. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there on to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 6 and the Phillies nothing. Jordan Yamamoto is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Gene Segura standing in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here it comes. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first. Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
In the air to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Adam Hazley.
Ready now, Adam Hazley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go. Nope, upstairs. Let's go, guys. Come on.
And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Rhys Hoskins. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-1. The count is 1-2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Anderson brings it in. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Marlins lead this one 6-0. New inning set to get underway. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Williams is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First delivery to him on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Push softly over toward the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder.
So striding in, Corey Dickerson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 1-0. Line drive to left. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box, Matt Kemp. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 7 and the Phillies nothing. Last half of the second set to go. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jay Bruce.
Jay Bruce.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So stepping in, Didi Gregorius. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
Ready with the 1 and 2.
Ball, that's it. Thank you.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball, that's
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Williams, a native Texan. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Left side, but well foul. Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. One and two. Here it comes. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fouled off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And with the bases loaded, a big hit here could at least get him a little closer in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, bases loaded. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. We've played 2 full. Miami's out in front, 7-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he misses. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter.
Now in the box, Jordan Yamamoto. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Ooh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hazley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins on top, 7-1. Bottom of the third now, and standing in the outfielder, Adam Hazley.
The left fielder, Adam.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Nope.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Nope.
2-1.
That's the ball.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now the pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Count remains full. Pulled toward right center field. Kemp coming on. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with one gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-0 home.
Hey.
1-2 now. One out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. Count 1.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Count is 2-1.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. VR is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And it's fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Mm. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
2 down, runners at first and second. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box now, Nick Williams, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Marlins 7 and the Phillies 3. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Corey Dickerson will be next. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Right back to the mound for Arrieta. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery.
The second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Here it comes. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Jake Arrieta. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Hey.
3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Go
plate, Gene Segura. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Eliezer Hernandez takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
57, Eliezer Hernandez.
Adam Hazley will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Two out with the man at first. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. 2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch on its way. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Shin high, that's taken for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Aguilar.
Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Pitch on the way. And there's ball 2 now.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Three and 1. Jorge Alfaro will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. This is in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it. 2 down. In now, Matt Kemp. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. All even now, 2-2. And the pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Ready on 0-2.
That's a ball.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Has a look. Now the pitch. On the ground to the right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Phillies 3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jay Bruce.
Jay Bruce.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. VR is right there. 1 gone. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
2 out, nobody on. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Popped him up. Anderson is there, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Garrett Cooper will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 26, Garrett Cooper.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Tim Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
No balls and 1 strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Stepping in, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit.
The batter, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Cooper rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they push the lead to 5 now.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. From the belt, the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. On the run is Williams. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 3. Brad Boxberger is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year.
Brad Boxberger.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Nick Williams.
The center fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Kingery.
And in steps Scott Kingery, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone! Solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Phil Gosselin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Boxberger is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
1 out, nobody on.
Hey.
2-1 now. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Settling in now, Gene Segura. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 4. Angel De Los Santos is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51. Angel De Los Santos.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jorge Alfaro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Liner towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Matt Kemp, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing.
Hey.
2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Miguel Rojas is on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. Popped him up. Gregorius calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Miguel Rojas, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Ready for another chance? Adam Hazley. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Adam Hazley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
1 strike.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Into right field. That's a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Jay Bruce comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
Count still at 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Lewin Diaz is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 69, Lewin Diaz.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Bruce. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping up now, Jonathan Villar. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Tim Anderson.
Stepping in now, Tim Anderson. Pitch inside, the throw, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Bruce, but this will land out there just foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Bruce is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, inside.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Marlins lead it 8-4. Arodys Vizcaino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 39, Arodys Vizcaino.
Stepping up to the plate, Nick Williams. No hits to this point.
Philly, the center fielder, Nick Williams.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Grounded weakly toward third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Scott Kingery comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. There's ball 4.
Take your base.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Andrew McCutchen will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Andrew McCutchen.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. The average sits at .303 entering play. 29 homers and 71 runs batted in. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Gene Segura, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch hit hard to short, scooped up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 4. Sir Anthony Dominguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Corey Dickerson. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. Dominguez, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. A swing and a ground ball to third. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Jorge Alfaro will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. So he's into second there with their fourth double of the ball game. And right on cue, we'll take a look at the team leaders in doubles from a league-wide standpoint. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
The shortstop.
Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. On the ground to second base, this could be two. The tag gets one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit, one error in the inning, but they wind up leaving two. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Drew Steckenrider will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. John Birdie is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9, number 5, John.
First pitch of the at-bat. Adam Hazley is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. From the stretch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Steckenrider, a native of Georgia. He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hits this one hard the other way. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. A runner on first with 2 away. Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. Grounded to third. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around. It took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Miami get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Eliezer Hernandez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Ranger Suarez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.